Profe Bowmaster here again. This time we're talking about long form possessive adjectives. Let's start with a little review first. This is the one we already know. Here we have to look at what we matched with. So in number 1 here, we look at me, because what am I owning? Familia. Even though it sounds a little goofy, yes, I'm owning one family. Alright, tienes tus botas. I look at plural boots. Okay, I look at tienes to pick your. Then I have to look at what am I owning. In this case, it's boots, so I made it plural. I'm going to jump down to number 4 now. We talk with our friends. I chose our because that would make sense with we. But then what do I have to match with? Amigas. So I'm choosing nuestras. Nuestro, nuestra, etc. is the only one here that you have to match gender and number with. Until we get to today's topic, long form possessive adjectives. So these look really similar to what you already know. And if you can memorize the elf or the singular form, the masculine form, you can get the rest because you know about gender and number. So instead of saying me, now we're saying me yo and matching gender and number. Instead of to yo. Instead of su for his or hers, suyo. Nuestro is our. That one didn't change. Lucky us. And lastly, ellos ustedes, theirs and you alls, suyo. That's the same with the short form. The his and hers and the theirs, that's the same. So use the patterns you already know to try and memorize these new ones. Notice there is an accent on the I of mio, mia, mios, and mias. That is very important. Always important with accents. Unlike the ones we already know, these possessive adjectives usually come after the noun. So instead of looking at the word that comes after it to figure out gender and number, a lot of times we have to look before. And sometimes we even just have to know from the context. Here's an example. Voy al partido con un amigo mío. I'm going to the game with a friend of mine. What did I match here? Mío with amigo. So instead of saying my friend, now we're saying friend of mine. Another example. Vas al baile con unas amigas tuyas. Okay, I matched tuyas with amigas. We gotta always check our ending. It doesn't matter that there's just one your. Okay, I understand only one person is your. I don't really care though. I have to look at what they're owning. What are you owning in this case? Friends. Sometimes these long form possessive adjectives can be used without the noun. We can do this instead of repeating, okay? Instead of repeating. You can't just leave it out when you don't know the context. So, this example here, the first question, leaves it out. It says, Esas chaquetas son suyas. Yeah, these jackets are yours. You don't have to say what's in parentheses there. These jackets are your jackets. You don't have to keep saying jackets over and over. So when we answer the question, guess what? We still have to match. Si son nuestras. Yes, they are ours. So all through the question and the answer, I'm still looking at how do I match with chaquetas, suyas, and nuestras. I could take out jacket, chaqueta, because I already knew what I was talking about. And last thing about these, if you want to clarify or sometimes emphasize who's owning, who is possessing, you can use de plus a noun or pronoun instead of suyo. So don't use suyo anymore if you're going to clarify. You take it out and you put in de and then the pronoun. For example, these two things say exactly the same things. Aquí está un collar suyo. Aquí está un collar de usted. Now in the first sentence, here is a necklace of who's suyo? I don't know. It could be his or hers or you's or you all's or theirs. Suyo's not very specific. I don't have enough context. So in the second sentence, I said, here is a necklace of you formal. Or I could have said de él or de ella or de profe Bowmaster or de los estudiantes. Sometimes I need to do this when I don't have enough context. I don't really know what suyo means. That is your summary of long form possessive adjectives.